Today, millions of Christians around the world celebrate the resurrection of our Lord. Yet many find it difficult to believe in the physical resurrection of Christ. After all, science proves that no one can die and be raised to life again. Surely, that cannot be, they say. In order for this to happen, there needs to be a recognition that God is real, that God is present, and that God has the power to do so. The resurrection is disturbing because it means acknowledging the reality, the presence, and the power of God. And if we do so, then we will also have to recognize God's greatness and to come to see the truth of just how small and powerless we are within that presence of God. Today we live in extraordinary times. The coronavirus pandemic has shaken the world at its very core, and so many are overcome by fear, anxiety, and stress. They ask, what is to become of us? What should we do? Where can we turn? Yet only months ago, there was an overwhelming sense of negativity, pessimism, indifference, and an overwhelming sense of lethargy that permeated throughout our society. And suddenly, in the midst of this coronavirus pandemic, the world is shaken to its core. All of a sudden, folk are concerned about their neighbors, the plight of the poor, and the most vulnerable have taken center stage. Suddenly, in the midst of grief and sorrow and death, there is the presence and a resurgence of new life. Today, God reminds us of His reality and reassures us of His presence. But most of all, He is also showing us the power to transform life and to transform the world. In the resurrection of Christ, God shows us that it is possible to have new life, new hope, a new vision, even amidst death and sorrow. God alone is able to do the impossible. Today, as we recall the wonder of God's wonder-working power to raise Jesus to new life, let us also thank God for His power to effect change in our world, to bring new life where life seems lost and hopeless. God remains an ever-present, ever-powerful reality, and we know that God continues to work to shower His light and His love amidst His people, even in a time of sorrow. And so today I urge and encourage you to put your trust and your hope, to offer your anxiety and your fears to the one who is able to overcome even death. So may you be blessed this Easter day. Amen. We continue now to celebrate the Eucharist.